back again for another interview with a leader in the Christian realm. This man's helped a lot of people out of a lot of sticky situations, helped a lot of Christians that are between a rock and a hard place. And so I thought we'd give him a call today and just see if he could have some advice for us, and maybe a few anecdotes. He does have a flight to catch here pretty soon. His secretary made me aware in about an hour or so, so we're not going to be able to keep him on the phone for too long, but we're going to go ahead and give him a call here, and hope you enjoy this interview as well as we did the last one.
Hello.
Yes, hi, is this Dave?
Yeah, this is Dave. Who's this?
Hey, Dave, this is Stuart Hardy. Your secretary had put me in touch with you, or I'd been in touch with her, and
Stuart Hardy. Stuart. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, gee. Hey, sorry, Stuart.
No, that's okay.
I'm away out trying to catch a flight. Just a little discombobulated,
I understand. I know how that goes, and we won't take much
How
of your
are you
time.
doing?
I'm well, and yourself?
No, Stuart. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Dave?
Oh, geez. I'm great. Sun's out. Just wish I had something to do.
I understand.
I tell you what.
You're a busy fella. So what now?
I'm busy.
I'm curious. I know what you do, but those who are going to be able to hopefully listen to this interview and glean some information from it may not be familiar with what it is that you do. And what do you do, David?
Gotcha. Stuart, you said you were C-SPAN, right? That's what this is.
Not quite, but I wish. We'll get there one day.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Pretty much in a nutshell, what I do, if you could put it in like an Easter egg, maybe a small, simplistic form, is
Yes.
I go around helping people understand what they need to do and what they don't need to do. I mean, I get some people out of some pretty bad places and stand up and with the courts and the judges and whatnot, and I really just sort of help people understand that just because someone slips up and does something truly gross immorally, they're still a good person.
Oh, okay. I see. You had mentioned, and as had your secretary, that you had a flight to catch soon. Does your work? Do you travel a lot for your work?
Oh, geez, Stuart, I wish I didn't. I wish I.
Okay.
It seems like every other day I'm on a plane somewhere. A couple of weeks ago I was my motto at the office is my plane leaves in an hour.
Oh, is that right?
People call up, hey, could you come? I'm up. I even ask. I don't even find out what the case is. Don't even get a name. I just say my plane leaves in an hour and hang up and go to the airport.
Oh, wow.
And, anyway, I got a call from this pastor out in Newark. Now I'm in New Jersey, but he's in Newark, and my motto is a plane leaves in an hour. So he says,
Right.
hey, could you come? I just started. My plane leaves in an hour. I jump in the car, head to walk up to the counter, slap a handful of cash in the car, say, look, give me a ticket to New Jersey. And she says, sir, you are in New Jersey. Says, no, get a ticket to New Jersey. I find, sir, you got to tell people what you are, and so she puts me on a plane, and we shoot off to Atlanta, turn right back around, come back, land. I'm already 45 minutes late to this guy's appointment. I jump in the car, get out there, and I get to the church, and everyone's in tears. I mean, everybody's wearing black, and they're in tears, and just crying and boo-hooing and ballygagging all over the place. And I says, well, hey, I'm Dave. I'm here to help your pastor. Oh, you mean Mike? I says, sure. Where's Mike? What'd he do? He says, oh, Dave, it's bad. Our pastor had joy. I says, oh, he had joy. That's great.
That
He
sounds
says,
good,
no,
yeah.
he had joy in his office. I says, praise God, and I'm happy that a pastor has joy. He says,
Yeah.
no, he had joy in his office several times a week. I says,
Oh.
that sounds commendable. He says, no, joy's the secretary.
Oh my goodness, that must have been a tough case.
No, you're just, every man has his needs, and so we sort of take that
Okay.
approach and about 10 to 15,
Okay. All right. So, has there ever been? Sounds like you travel a lot. You get on a plane a lot. Plane leaves in an hour. All that sort of thing. So,
Stuart, the hardest part about the job, okay,
Yes.
I'll be honest with you, since just between you and me, the hardest part about this job is the airports. I mean,
Okay.
the airports are crowded.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I tell you, one time I almost got killed. I'm serious, in the airport out in
Wow.
San Diego, almost got killed. Oh, geez, it's bad. I was with the pastor, walking to the airport, going to the terminal, and he looks over at me and says, hey, Dave, do you love Jesus? I says, well, yeah. He
Of
says,
course.
do you really love him? I says, oh, yeah, I do. He says, would you do anything for him? I says, oh, absolutely. He says, would you lay down your life? I says, oh, without a doubt, take it right now. You know, and he says, would you love him enough to lay down on the floor at this airport for an hour? Now, we had a 2-hour layover anyway, so I climbed down on my knees. I'm a big old boy. Once I get down, man, I don't get up, you know, and I'm laying on, stretched on the floor. And what I didn't see is he put up the sandwich board he'd been carrying covered up, and I didn't know what it was, but he puts it up on the floor beside me and says, I'm a cockroach, step on me. And I would say hundreds, if not thousands of people stepped on my back on the way to their flight. They shut down the airport, Stuart. I mean, they were redirecting flights and people from gate to gate to purposely go down that road and to step on all over this man laying on the sidewalk. And boy, geez, it was terrible. It took me about 6 months in rehab just learning how to to walk again. You know, that
I
bad.
imagine.
Yeah, it was terrible.
So that sounds awful. Have you ever had any, as far as, so you're at the airport a lot, you travel a lot, and I am sorry for the cockroach incident. That sounds just terrifying.
The water under the bridge. You know, and the thing is, you got to be willing to let that stuff go. You know, I found out if you hold on to it, oh, geez, not good.
Not good at all.
Have you ever been stepped on, Stuart? Have you ever been stepped on by a size 10 high heel shoe?
No, I haven't, David. I haven't. That sounds terrible.
Let me tell you something. You've never lived for God unless you have.
All right. Well, I guess I haven't then.
Yeah.
No, you haven't. Let me ask you this, David. Has your work ever taken you outside of the country at all, or does it? You know, is it mostly nationally that you do your work?
Oh, geez. How long is your show? I'm telling you, I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Like that song, Johnny. That one guy, Johnny, sings. I've been everywhere, man. Yep. You know, I was out there in India. You know.
Oh wow.
And, I was out there. Oh yeah, geez, hot, beautiful country, great food. You know, and I was out there preaching, and afterwards, I mean, I'm wringing sweat. I mean, I'm easily sometimes depends on what time of year, but I'm easily 450, 500. You know, and I was just sweating, just stretched. And this Indian man walks up to me and says, are you David? You know, and that's how they talk, you know. And it's like, well, yeah, I am. He says, I love you, you know. And I said, well, I love you too, man. He says, can I give you a hug? I says, oh, geez, give it here. Bring it in.
Sure.
You know, and I just give him a hug. But it's so hot, you know.
Yeah.
My clothes is like I'm wearing a wet blanket, you know. It's like someone hosed me off with.
Right.
And his little skirt thing he's wearing is completely soaked. And, boy, his face is mashed up against mine. And just the sweat. And it was awful, you know. It's really terrible. And he gets off, and I'm like, geez, he's soaking me. And I'm, trying to wipe my face off. And the other pastors that were with me, they're freaked out. I mean, they've taken some steps back.
Oh, wow.
And he says, do you believe in God, Brother Dave? I says, oh, yeah. He says, do you believe God can do anything? I says, oh, geez, yes, I do. He says, you believe that God can heal a man? I says, heal? Oh, yeah, of course, I've seen it happen, you know, hundreds of times, you know. He says, well, good, because that man that just hugged you was a professional leper.
What?
A professional leper. I says, exactly what you just said. I said that, but louder, you know. I'm like, what? You know, it's kind of, I says, what are you talking about? He says, oh, he's a professional leper. He says, big corporations hire these cats, these leper guys, to go out and hug their enemies. See? They hug them and they get them infected with leprosy. He says, you're probably dead within about 12 hours.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's scary.
It was 6 hours. It was 6 hours ago, you know. So it's still pretty fresh.
Oh boy.
With me, you know.
How are you feeling?
A little clammy. You know, my fingers tips are a little numb, but because I was holding a glass of sweet tea, I don't know.
That could be it.
Amen.
So, as obviously, traveling outside the country, maybe don't do that so much. I don't know, but what is, as far as being back here in the States, a little nostalgia, being back in the country. What is it, David, that you'd say you miss the most about America?
Well, this is a great country. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
So we got some things right. We got plenty of them wrong. Mm-hmm. Our justice system's wrong. And so we got some things to work on, of course. And time changes, everything. Even you. I mean, look back at you. You're a totally different boy than you were about 10 years ago, 15,
sure.
even 20. Probably a different man than you were 45 years ago, I would say. So you're
Yes.
looking back. But I miss a whole lot. I miss corn dogs that were preservatives, you know.
Yeah.
I miss a time when pastors, you could touch a minor but still not be considered a bad man. You know, I miss those days.
How long ago would you say those days were?
Early 2000s, probably. Yeah, it's been a while.
Gotcha. Well, I don't want to.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I was gonna flag you down. You know, I got the
Yes.
white flag. I'm like trying to get your attention
I
over here over the
understand.
phone. Geez, I'm on the phone. You can't see me. My plane's getting ready to leave. I gotta
Yes,
go.
I know you've got to go. Before you
yeah.
go, David, one last question. I always like to,
Sure,
end on a note of.
Oh, geez, anything.
Yeah, a note of
I'll do anything for you.
I appreciate
You know, one
it.
of the things, Stuart, I was out in Philadelphia, you know, and this guy walks up. He says, "But you said in your sermon that I could do anything if I put my mind to it." I says, "Oh, of course. You know, in inner city, I'm trying to empower him." I says, "Oh yeah." He says, "Would you?"
Sounds like we lost you there, David. Can you hear me?
Put my hand on it. I can go under oath and I'll help this man with anything. I said, "Now, what is it you've always wanted to do?" He says, "I've always wanted to kill my neighbor."
Wow.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. But anyhow, yeah. What was your question?
Yes.
You got there?
Sorry, we had a little connectivity issue, but I wanted to ask you, what do you wish people knew? Like, what's something that you wish everyone could understand or grasp, or just give us some parting advice, some knowledge. You've been doing what you're doing for a long time, and of course, love to take advantage of any wisdom you could send our way.
Oh boy, jeez. You got to drop the atom bomb question on me at the end.
I know.
This is the big governor right here.
That is the big one.
This is the big one. This question is probably one of the questions I wish people would ask me. You know, I said sometimes I write out a list of questions when I travel. I say, here's all the questions I wish people would ask me. And this one right here, Stuart, this one is the one that's the capitalist, but nobody ever gets to it. I'm serious. No one ever gets to it.
Well, I'm glad we got to it today.
You just asked me. Boy, wow, jeez. Well, I would think that if I just, off the top of my head, I would say, first of all, probably one of the biggest things I wish people would know is just keep it in your pants, man. Keep it in your pants.
Yep.
More gets in trouble because of the pant issue. You know, I've been trying to pass legislation to get tighter belts or to get pants that don't have a way to take them off. You know, that would be the biggest thing for a lot of our pastors.
That would suck,
Underpants, things like that. You know, the church or the trustees could keep a lock or something. You know, that's one of them. The other one I wish people would understand is this, and it's a good rule for life for everyone. I'm serious, man, everyone. And this one here is common sense. It just never. I hope you're writing it down.
I am.
Writing it down. You got a pen. I trust you. Okay, I'm trusting you. Never counsel anyone in the bathroom for any circumstances whatsoever.
Yeah.
And definitely not marital counseling. Just keep that stuff out of the can. You know, don't be doing that. You know, just too many things could fly over there. Last one, probably the biggest one out of all of these, I would say, is never be a Democrat. You know, that goes without saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, man, it's been great, Stuart.
Yes, thank you.
You of all the people I've met, you just got a heart to learn, you know, and geez, that's great, you know. But I gotta go. My plane leaves in an hour.
Your plane's leaving. I know, David. Well, I want to thank you for your time and thank you for being with us today. We're very grateful.
Oh, geez, please. Pleasure is mine.
All right. Thanks so much, David. You have a safe flight.
Yeah, pal. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.